What's up, gang? Kawaii50 here with another First Impressions video, and today we are talking Blue Archive, a game that's honestly kind of taking the gacha community by storm. It ended up hitting #1 in both app stores very recently, and I think that warrants more than enough of a reason to go ahead and check this game out. A game I would personally describe as Girls Frontline with less depression. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the game, all the things including how the game plays, 2 gacha rates, and other quality of life features, and determine, is this game worth giving a try? Is Blue Archive worth it? Let's go ahead and find out. And if this video helps you out, be sure to go ahead, like, and subscribe, because that helps me out. So listen, I know you know me, let's not go ahead and beat around the bush. The first thing you want to know about is the rates, as well as how much potential money you might be spending on this game. So let's go ahead and take a gander at the rate info, and not be distracted by the anime girls for pickup in the background. So here's all the standard rate info for you to take a pick at, and it seems a little bit obtuse. I mean, you do get the specific probabilities for each separate unit, but you don't really end up going and seeing, you know, what is my chance to get particularly a 3-star unit, a 2-star unit, a 1-star unit. These are not here, but luckily it's all characters in the gacha, and you're not going to be dealing with something like equipment or anything like that. When you roll for 10, you are going to be getting 10 characters. From what I was checking out on our Gacha Gaming, I saw 2.5% thrown around as a lot for the rate of 3 stars. So based on the sheer volume that I've seen that number, that really seems to be the case for the rate. So I'm going to go ahead and say 2.5% is your chance to get a 3-star character, which is honestly pretty standard. I mean, it's higher than Fate Grand Order, that's for sure. So you should have a good chance to get a 3-star character. I've honestly got a couple just from rolling off of free currency, which this beginning campaign has been pretty generous. I will absolutely admit that. So how much money are you going to be spending? Well, that depends on how much pyroxene you want to purchase. Now, I will say this game does not have a division between free currency and standard currency. Currency is currency when it comes to rolling for their characters, so I really do enjoy that. If you're looking to do a multi-summon for 10 characters, you are looking at getting the 1935 pack you can see down there in the left-hand corner. That is $22.99. And, I mean, that's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. However, that is the pack for the release. If you're looking at actually standard playing, looking to summon, it's still that $22.99 to get that 1200 multi-summon. So, thankfully, that really hasn't changed much. Expect to spend about $23, $24 for a multi, which, again, from what I've seen across gacha games, that also seems pretty standard. There are, of course, packs on offer, the most notable one being the monthly pyroxene pack, which, if I can be told the truth by people on our Gacha Gaming, you go ahead, you purchase both of these packs, that's going to end up getting you enough for a multi-summon. So you're able to get multi-summons by purchasing the monthly and bi-monthly packs, but if you're looking to just go in, not commit yourself to a subscription, this is what you're going to want right here, which I am not buying that right now, sorry. As far as other packs go, there are some launch celebration packs. I ended up buying one for 22 on start that gives you a guaranteed 3-star unit, so full disclosure there. But there are also launch celebration packs which get you things like experience, like equipment, things you can use to make your gun girls far stronger. Speaking of gun girls, let's go ahead and take a gander at a mission, which I'm going to play at 3x speed on auto, just so you can see in general how the gameplay loop is. I'll start it normally, and then we'll go ahead into full auto. But I will say, one fantastic thing I like purely from this screen is that there is an option to do missions in stacks instantly, and all it costs is stamina. That's it. You don't need any special tickets like Princess Connect or Dragon Ball Legends. You don't need any additional thing to do super quick balled in together runs where you don't actually have to play the stage if you want to go ahead and get your farming in super quickly that way. That is an option for this full skip mechanic, and I do really like that. It's a way the game respects my time if I am trying to farm a material where the drop rate is very low. I can just go ahead, burn my stamina really quick, try to get that material, and then be done with it. If it's a stage where I'm actually going through and playing through it, well, I have that option to do that as well. So this is the general unit formation screen. You can see I've got my team set up there. They're divided between front, middle, and backline characters with 3 different types of damage: explosive, piercing, and mystic. This basically is like a triangle damage system, sort of like you'd expect from a Fire Emblem or really any gacha game with any sort of elements. You deal extra damage to the characters that have the same kind of health bar. And this is a free tip for you all. Tsubaki is OP, so go ahead and try and get Tsubaki. She is a very good 2-star character. There's a lot of very good 2- and 1-star characters in this game. I've got some of them in my line right now. But this will be your general gameplay loop. You're going to go ahead and start on the stage. There's going to be enemies there, and you're going to want to go ahead and attack an enemy, try and complete the mission in a certain number of moves. Hence, people talking about the Girls Frontline vibes. Your cute chibi characters will pop up on the stage, and then you will go through and fight. This is at 2 times speed. You can see they're attacking my frontline character, and as things cool down, I can go ahead and use abilities. This strong ability right here immediately increases my character's defense, and boom, taunts everybody. But those opponents are already dead, so whatever, who really cares? You can go ahead and opt for any of these abilities. You can see my enemies have a yellow health bar. I use my red character's ability, and it deals damage, but they aren't weak to it, like they're weak to Tsubaki's attacks that you can see in the front. And there you go, we went ahead and cleared that stage. Much like any game with an auto feature, your characters will go ahead and charge forward using all of their abilities off cooldown in order to try and get those juicy S ranks. And the AI's been okay. They've at least been competent in what I've played. If my character's levels are a little close or, God forbid, below what the stage requires, sometimes I do have to take control of myself in order to ensure optimal skill usage. But that's really all that I need to do. If I find that my characters have been geared up in a good state, well, I can go ahead and just let them loose. There are, of course, other features that you can use in the game in order to form a bond with your characters, because what is a gacha game without forming bonds with your characters? I'm not really going to go into Lesson and Club right now, because I don't really feel like they're that huge of a deal. Lesson is just some tickets you can spend to get increased bond with your characters. That is really the basic thing that Lesson accomplishes, and you can unlock different areas and give the characters different lessons. Club is just a union with other players to sort of chat and socialize through the game. I haven't really seen many features from it yet, other than just a stamina boost for logging in, but who knows what else that is going to include down the line. What I'm sure most of you are interested in, however, is the cafe. Now, the cafe is a place where you can create and craft furniture and have all of these girls go and visit the cafe and go ahead and you can say hi to them. You can go ahead and give some little pokes. She has no idea who I am, so she's just like, why the hell are you poking me? She's on my team though, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some bond, which of course increases stats and gives you different special scenes with the characters. Having a well-stocked cafe also gets you in-game credits as well as stamina that you can go ahead and go on your merry way. Most importantly, I have a tiny retro TV here that plays Space Invaders by itself. In the end, isn't that really all we want from our cafes? Now, in addition to the gameplay as well as the campaigns, there is, of course, a main story centered around your character helping out with these new task forces. These are all visual novel style chapters, sometimes with a little bit of combat thrown in between, just you interacting with the characters. On top of that, there are sub-stories where you are able to hang out with other characters in your group, other clubs that aren't necessarily part of the main story. You can see I have quite a few of them unlocked, but I need to get characters from those different teams in order to fully experience all of those missions and all of those nice little conversations. If you're looking for a way to bond with your characters, this is the way to do it, along with Momotalk. You can see in Momotalk, you've got everybody hanging out here. You've got all the different relationship rank bonuses you can see, and they've all got their own little social media chat list. On top of that, you can go ahead and get texts from all of your characters. You can see this main character is like, I really miss you, master. Help, I need your help. You're going to help me. God damn you. You somehow know what anime is, you crazy publisher. We are going to go ahead and ignore that for now. Sorry, not sorry, I'm making a video. So yeah, that is the main way you can interact with your characters. You can see we've got some elements of live 2D here with the way my character is acting on screen, and everyone can unlock special little live 2D segments that you can see on top of logging in. Isn't that just dandy? Overall, gang, I do have to say I'm pretty pleased with Blue Archive, and I've been playing it quite a bit, and I think I'm going to continue playing it. I really, really do. I even gave them money, which is more than I can say for a lot of gacha games I've initially started with. The presentation is solid, the gameplay loop is simple yet satisfying, and you, of course, do have the options to go ahead and farm in more efficient ways if you so choose. When it comes to building your team, there is a wide array and cast of characters to choose from, and from what I've heard, re-rolling isn't necessarily that terrible. So if you're one of those people who wants to have an optimal team at the start of the game, that is definitely something you can do. Now, we'll just have to see how Blue Archive does down the line, because eventually the honeymoon period will be over. I've heard some complaints about there being a period where there's a dearth of events, and you're going to have to see whether or not you're going to want to weather through that period. But I will say, upon first glance, upon first play from Blue Archive, unlocking all of its systems, experience all of its features, building a cafe, talking to the characters on my team, forming a tactical squadron to blow up tanks with anime girls with guns. I gotta say, I really think they've nailed it. And plus, it's such a comfy and cozy atmosphere, and that is something I really enjoy. Let me know your thoughts about Blue Archive down in the comments section below. And if you want to talk more Blue Archive, my Discord server is, of course, always open. A big thanks to the patrons on Patreon, the subscribers and followers on Twitch, and, of course, all of you on YouTube for giving me the motivation to continue making these videos. Anyways, gang, this is Kawaii50. I hope this first impressions was able to help you out, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. I'll see y'all in the next one.